All right, so welcome back to Intrusive Thoughts. You already know me, I'm Isaiah, and that's Dustin. But we've got a little bit of a different seating arrangement tonight. Two special guests. We've got my mini-me nephew, Malachi, also known as Joseph, and then we got his best bud, Troy. So, gonna try to get some good shit.
Welcome to it.
I'm just happy I got called special for once in my life.
Oh, you get special all the time.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but usually it's followed by education.
No. The time he's talking about is when I had a whole brain lag with a wrench trying to figure out how to put it on a bolt.
I didn't know if he wanted to use an open wrench or the box end wrench. I was like, hey, Troy, put this wrench on here. And he was like, all right. And he's just...
Eat that.
I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, dude, it was a whole lag. I was just like,
Oh, man.
But it's fine. He got me back the other day. I was like, we just put an engine and transmission in a truck and we were getting it to start. And I was like, well, spray some starting fluid through the air box or whatever. And he sat there arguing with me. He's like, it's not going to work. And I was like, yes, it is going to work. Just spray it through the fucking air filter. I never had the air filter hooked up at all.
like it went down, it hit the turbo, but the turbo was not connected to the other side that went into the motor.
Yeah.
What the fuck? No intake tubing on at all.
None.
I've been there. Fucking, they've had me working on a Dodge 2500 the last 2 days, and
I'm
it is
so
a
sorry.
nightmare, bro.
Yeah, I seen you bitching about it the other day.
Dude, fucking, God, bro. I don't even know. Can't get the fucking heat to work.
Oh, in a Dodge?
Yeah,
Throw it away.
yeah, exactly. Dude, I didn't want to tell my boss, but low key, the heat was working beautifully right before I left today, and I went and test drove it, and I got like 2 miles put on it, and I pulled up to a stop sign. Air started blowing fucking ice cold, and I was like, motherfucker. I think it's got a blown head gasket.
Really?
Yeah, and it's my boss's mom's truck, so
Oh, shit.
yeah, like, well, I didn't blow the head gasket,
So,
but I don't know. I don't know
year
that
is
I don't know that I'm getting the full story on the truck because they said it had heat, and then we got that like super cold weather, and then it didn't have heat after that, and
that's weird.
yeah, but when I was bleeding the coolant earlier, it was like there was a lot of air coming out. And I done flushed the heater core and put a water pump on this thing, bro.
Have you checked the blend doors?
Yeah, it's set to heat. Like the blend door is set to heat.
Yeah, but is it broken like inside the controls?
Hey,
So
hey,
it's
not
not
to be
flipping
that
back and
smart
forth?
ass, but like,
No.
have you checked the thermostat?
Oh, I put a thermostat in it too.
Okay, never mind.
Yep, I'm getting coolant flow. It's got like brand new Chrysler coolant in it, pre-mixed.
See, there's the problem.
Yeah, well, the problem is the little Chrysler badges all over everything on the truck.
That's the problem.
Yeah, so, but I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I can figure it out, and that'll relieve some of this stress I've been dealing with the past 2 fucking days. But don't get me wrong, Dodge trucks are fairly decent trucks, but once they start having problems, man, it's like, fuck.
What year is it?
07
Oh, it's
with 180,000 miles.
bro. It's like 20 years past its life already. Like 4 years before it was built, it was already dying.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
you're fucked from the get.
Be a real man. Buy a Chevy.
Buy
So
a
you can
Toyota.
hope to trade it for anything other than a Chevy.
No.
Yes.
Not a newer Chevy, that's for sure, though.
Dude.
I don't know. I do want one of them new ZL1 Camaros.
Oh my god!
I don't like Camaros, bro.
And now we know he's gay.
Mustang over Camaro.
Oh, 100%.
10 times out of 10.
Oh yeah, by the way, my Mustang's losing coolant and oil.
Sounds like you got blown head gaskets.
It's a poor thing.
Is it
Well-
okay? Is it leaking these things or
Burning.
losing? Oh, it's burning.
It's got to be burning. Where else is it going? It's not leaking it.
It's not leaking it. So you've got coolant and oil disappearing.
Has it got that
Like I
disappearance
put like
delete?
what?
That disappearance delete, bro.
No, it's over
Got
like
that- got
a
that
course of
mod
like
on it?
a service.
It's what?
Over a course of like 4,000 miles.
How much oil and coolant?
About a quart of oil, and then
That could be normal.
I still don't like it.
I think a lot of manufacturers do consider that normal.
If it's under a quart, 1,000 miles, it's considered normal.
Yeah. Which
So
is
you're fine.
wild.
Just
even
know that
think
you own a
about.
piece
That's
of
a
shit.
lot of oil.
Yeah,
That's
but I
not
had never had the problems out of my
Now
Honda.
the coolant could possibly be.
But the coolant, yeah. So I don't know. I guess since I've had the car, I've topped the coolant off twice, but I think it was like half a gallon of coolant.
There's a leak.
Well, I don't know. What you got to think about is how long have you had the car? About a year?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably 8-9 months.
Okay. So, and you had to put a half gallon of coolant in it total?
Probably a gallon total. But you got to think, I wasn't driving it for a long time. I was driving those trucks I had.
How many miles have you put on it since you've owned it, do you think?
About 10,000.
Nah, that shouldn't be a gallon of coolant.
So it's got to be leaking or.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really burn off coolant, can you?
I mean, if it's
Unless it's getting
blown head
fucking
gasket.
hot.
If it's a blown head gasket,
Or you've got bad
it's
cylinder
dumping
walls.
it into the cylinders, yeah.
yeah. How many miles are on it?
131,000.
I feel like I wouldn't think it would be like fucked up cylinder walls just because.
Yeah, but there's been some odd shit happen. Like any car can have some
but
odd
to be
shit.
fair,
Yeah,
when I
that's
first
true.
got the car, I was not easy on the car at all.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Joseph.
Well, the last 8 owners probably weren't either.
Yeah, right?
I was about to say,
Mustangs get swapped around like a cheap hooker.
and you got to think your car's
Absolutely.
new enough that the oil thing might just be that the valves haven't fully seated. I mean, it's a newer motor. I don't know
I
I don't know what the break-in period on those is.
Fuck, it wouldn't be
Not 120,000 miles. Fucking.
I mean, it is a Ford. Most of the time you're pushing them.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like the oil thing
Not
is
so
less
bad.
concerning than
Than
the
the
coolant
coolant,
thing.
yeah.
I don't know. You can pressure test the cooling system. I'm sure your work has a pressure
Yeah, we
tester
do.
for
We
the.
got
do.
one.
Yeah, that'd be the best thing. Pressure test the cooling system, see if it holds pressure or if it loses pressure. If it's holding pressure, then I would maybe not worry about it. But at the same time, you could be. Is your reservoir? Are you keeping your reservoir full or like what?
Yeah. The reservoir is actually what's going down. I don't know if our cars are set up the same.
Does yours have a like a sealed system? Like the reservoir is part of the sealed system?
Yeah.
Like you've got one of those reservoirs that's like a bulb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have the same kind of setup then. But so if it's a completely sealed system, I'm not 100% sure on how those systems work exactly because we don't really use that kind of system.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the cap is like fucked up and letting the coolant
That's
boil,
true.
if the coolant boils, it'll boil out of the
Mhm.
hole and you'll be losing it. But I feel like it's hard to imagine it boiling over and you losing a full fucking gallon. That's a lot of coolant to
That's
lose.
a lot.
But I don't know. Should be easy to like look into though. I would start with pressure testing the cooling system.
Yeah,
We'll do
maybe
that
I'll
when we
just
get to the shop.
repaint the car, get rid of it.
Fucking
Sounds like a really good idea.
yeah,
Pull the radiator cap, park a new one underneath of it.
fucking.
Get a Corvette this time.
No.
Don't get a fucking Corvette. I'll make fun of you.
I'm gay.
Till you go get your nice white shoes and
No,
a
next
set of
thing-
golf clubs.
Next thing's either an Evo or an S2000.
I didn't know you were fucking rich. Jesus Christ.
If it wouldn't have been for me buying the house, I was gonna buy an Evo. Up
You
at,
should have just moved in with
Volkswagen.
your fucking dad.
Yeah, because I went up there and I was like in the process of buying the house, and they told me, they said, you can't buy the house if you're gonna go buy the Evo. And I was like, I really want the Evo.
Looking at the house
kind of
now, I
Evo?
probably would have bought the
It's a
Evo.
2008.
I wonder if it's that one we sold.
Evo?
It's maroon.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't fuck with Mitsubishi like that.
I just was it stock,
No.
No.
dude? I feel weird about like buying cars that like somebody else like built. You know what I mean?
Because you
Yeah.
don't know what's been done to it or
Yeah.
been put into it.
Well, I
Bro,
mean, this
there's a
dude
lot
knows.
of shady fucking shit out there, bro.
Let me ask you, how many CRXs have you gotten or Civics
They're all
that have had the fucking most hack job wiring
That
done
blue
and
one I
like
had.
yeah, dude,
So-
like just rat's nests of wiring, bro. Fuck that. I'd rather get one that's like stock for the most part and just do it all myself.
Yeah.
10
How's
times
that
out
going
of 10.
for you?
Worked pretty well in the green one.
Right?
Yeah, my green car is pretty sick, if I'm being honest. And
When you going to tag it again?
man, fuck you. Call me out.
You don't need tags.
Yeah, tags are for getting pulled over. It's only illegal if you get caught. Don't get caught.
Bro, if you're sitting at a red light and they pull up behind you, like how are you
What
not
the-
gonna get caught?
Yeah, but that car's so small you can go anywhere.
Yeah, it's like a motor scooter.
Fuck you think I'm about to do? Like just cut through somebody's backyard on my CRX, just like, oh fuck, here's the best way to go. Also, if they pull up behind me and they get my tag, just because the tag is expired doesn't
They're
mean
gonna
it
show up
doesn't
your
still
house at
show my
9:30.
name.
Hey,
Like the tag still
just
has
get
my
you
name
one of them
on it.
little electric things that sit on the back that'll flip it over.
Yeah.
As soon as you see them rolling up, click,
That's another ticket.
fuck
Yeah, that's
it.
it.
Don't get caught.
That may be a felony. I'm not
I
sure.
think it might be,
That's
bro.
a felony, bro.
I think it
I
might
think
be.
just due to toll bridges, that may be a felony now.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I only take my chances on running if I'm on a back road. Or if I'm already doing 100 on the interstate, I'm going anyways.
see,
That's fair.
bro, this dude's nuts. This dude's nuts. I've convinced him to do so much dumb shit that like since I convinced him to do it the first time, he's just proceeded to like build off of it.
He's addicted to
He's
these dumb
become
shit,
a
bro.
professional.
Like
yeah, practice makes perfect, and I'm damn good.
one time we were
practice a lot.
fucking like stuck in traffic, and it was probably like a mile and a half till the exit, and I was like, bro, just take the shoulder. And this motherfucker was like, really? And I was like, yeah, dude, just fucking get on the shoulder.
Cops will pull you over for that too.
Yeah, but fuck them.
They did.
What they did.
No, because like, I don't know. I was like, what are they gonna do?
Pull you over.
Here's the thing: once we hopped on the shoulder, cars
They're already
so, like
ready.
pulling out behind.
That's
them.
how they do, bro. Everybody's a follower nowadays. You
Yeah,
gotta be
bro.
the one with the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then everybody else is like, well, he's doing it. I'm gonna do it.
dude. One
And
time,
then the cop's not going to get everybody else. They're going to get the person in the back anyways.
no, the cop's gonna try to get the person. They want the pack leader is who the cops want to go for. But here's the thing: if everybody's on the shoulder and there's a traffic jam and they pull up behind that last person and all these people start stopping, how's the cop gonna get around all these people to come get you?
Well,
You're
most of those
done,
are all-wheel
bitch.
drive. He can just take the ditch.
No, there wasn't a ditch.
What
It was like,
were we in the Jeep?
yeah, we were in the Jeep, the same Jeep, bro. We were pulling out of a fucking. I don't even remember where. I do
The nice
remember
one?
where.
Yeah,
Or
the red one.
We were pulling out of a store parking lot, and we had to go left, right? But at the exit of the parking lot we were at, there was a median. You couldn't go left. So I was like, bro, just jump the median, and he did.
Basic conversation. This man doesn't need to own anything that's over 6 inches off the ground or with four-wheel drive
Dude.
at all, ever.
But then I hear stories after the fact. Like, since I told him to take the median that one time, I've heard stories from people talking about how they've seen this motherfucker just taking the median just to go around people, bro.
So,
When I worked up at Ford, and when I had the blue CRX, I was So you get behind people on the interstate and there's semi here and the car beside them doing the same fucking speed limit. It just pisses you right the fuck off. Well, I was like, fuck it, I'll take the fucking emergency lane. And I passed this semi. There's another semi in front of him, so I passed him too. And then like 2 cars in front of that semi, so I passed 4 people on the fucking emergency lane. And
Going 80. Going 80.
no, I was way above 80.
Fucking rolling.
He had reached felony speeds by that point.
Yeah. So I passed all of them, and then like I get over in the fast lane or whatever. I got around all the traffic. I'm just sitting there chilling. This fucking car just comes fucking flying up next to me, and like I was like, "Fuck!" So I like reach over to hand crank the window down, and he gets beside me. He just starts dying laughing. He wasn't mad at all because I thought I was going to get like, listen to him cuss me out. He just looks at me and goes, "What the fuck was that?" And starts laughing his ass off.
The airstream from the fucking 18-wheelers just pulled me. I couldn't do nothing about it.
Him and his little Matchbox car.
You see what kind of influence I am on these kids?
Oh, but hold up, it gets better than that.
2nd Street, when they were redoing it, me and Isaiah, when we were going to school together, we come across that bridge flying like 120, 130.
We were racing.
Yeah.
We were racing.
On 2nd Street.
Across the bridge, bro. We didn't give a fuck, bro. You know how narrow that bridge is, too, bro.
Bro, it should not be 4 lanes at all.
Oh, God, no.
It should
No.
It's like 1.5 lanes, bro.
Dude,
when I
you-
go across, I try to straddle in the middle of the lanes just so nobody can pass me, bro. I ain't trying to get my shit in.
Try going
Remember when we were
across
coming
that
across this
motherfucker
bridge
in
over here,
like a
and,
36-foot
you-
U-Haul
we were in the
truck.
blue and white one, and we're like flying down it, and we come around, and those cars are like completely stopped because there's a bag in the interstate. Yeah, because we come around there, and we're doing like, maybe it was just me driving, but I'm coming across the bridge at like 130.
Oh, we were coming this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where were we even going? I remember we were racing that time, too, though.
No, I was with you. Maybe I wasn't. I don't remember, but we raced a lot. But we come across the bridge, and we're both in the fast lane, or however it was going. We come across the bridge, 2 cars completely stopped right at the corner. And so we like shot around them because we almost hit them. And it literally it was just a trash bag in the road, like empty, just flowing. That's why they were stopped.
Dude.
Bro, I watched somebody come across that bridge one night and go left instead of right and hit somebody head on.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I was like probably 3-4 car lengths behind them, and I watched them veer left, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Sure enough, here comes headlights the other way, just fucking bam.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
I just kept rolling.
Yeah. What were you gonna do?
Exactly.
You couldn't have
I'm not
stopped the wreck.
stopping to help,
No,
because then
dude.
I'm gonna get rear-ended and fucking.
Yeah, dude. I want to say I've seen that before. I didn't see it happen, but I've seen like
You've like pulled up on it.
yeah, and like seen the 2 cars like fucking wrecked right there. It's crazy, bro. Dude, so on my way home, there's a one-way, and you can either like go straight and stop at these stop signs, or you can just veer left, and it takes you up this little one-way thing under an overpass.
Yeah.
And the whole road that you're turning left on, that's a one-way the whole way, all the way up. I was on my way home from work probably a month and a half ago, and it was one of those nights that I stayed like an extra fucking 20 minutes after work to finish something, right? And when I was like pulling up to that, I like stopped because there were 2 cars. A car had come the wrong way down the one way, and fucking when you come around that turn, you can't see because it's a big hillside right there.
What was that?
It's your watch.
Wow, okay. But
Siri
you can't
just
see.
said, I'm in on this.
You can't see because it's a big like embankment right there, and so I guess they came flying down the one way the wrong way, and this person went to turn left around that little curve and just smoked each other head on. And I was like, dude,
Damn.
it looked like they had been sitting there a minute, so I was like, man, what if that would have been me? Like if I wouldn't have stayed at work
Yeah.
that 20 minutes what if that would have been me who just got in a head-on collision? Bro, you know how pissed I'd be? Motherfucker coming the wrong way down a one-way.
I'm gonna be
Fucking
honest, every
smoke
time I'm
shoot.
up that way, I end up going the wrong way down a one-way. But I'll notice I turn the wrong way, obviously, and I just do a donut in the road and turn right the other way.
Hey, that's one of the perks of having a Mustang, I
It
guess.
is.
You get to just fucking whip it around.
Yeah, you just got to be careful if there's a crowd around.
Shit.
Just gotta know how to drive.
Yeah, if you know how to control your car, you don't got to worry about
I'd give
that.
it credit that if you probably wouldn't have originally told him like how it kicks when you let
Yeah.
out. Did
Have
that help?
Have you found that out yet?
How it kicks?
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
let
Like
out.
how I said, if you let out of the gas,
Yeah.
but if you stay in it, you can actually control it way
But see,
better.
anytime I've ever driven anything, it's never been a thing that I'm like, if it starts getting too sideways, I've never been like, I need to let out completely.
Now, if you spin it out, you're better just spinning the car out.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to like ease off the throttle, like back off
Yeah.
a little bit, but like, you never want to let all the way out.
Yeah.
And I'm over here whipping shitties in full size Chevrolets.
Dude.
Bro, I had a Ford Ranger. I used to ream the piss out of it.
You can ask him. I had a little green one with the 2.3 in it. I actually sold it to him for like $200 because I owned it for like a year and a half and did nothing but ream the absolute shit out of it.
I blew up a Mazda 3 in a cornfield. Like,
Hey, last winter we had a bonfire going out at his house, and we had Cheyenne's truck out there, his blue Chevy out there. It was like that
Hood's missing,
Already went.
it's
It
got
went.
a
Somebody
frame
he bought it off
horn
a guy.
vent
It
in.
went through the house. It went through a house of them. So it's got beat up. But he's out there like drifting it, and then I had that beat ass fucking BMW. That motherfucker never got stuck in it though. So we was out there doing donuts in it, and then the guy that originally it was. His car came to buy the car back or whatever, and he's like looking under it. He goes, "Did somebody have this in a field?" I was like, "Nope, not me. It wasn't me."
Even though
But to be honest, the guy that like I was nice with him. He was like, "Hey, I still have the title on the car." He goes, "I was like, because I got fucked on title," but I was like, "If you still have the title," I was like, "You can buy the car back, or I'll just pay for the title." And he was like, "All right." And then he's like, $700 for a title, and I was like, "You can go fuck yourself." I was like, "You can buy the car
for that,
back."
have you?
No. So that's what I'm getting at is I was like, "No, you can buy the car back." And he was pretty cool about it. And I was like, "Hey, I got a trailer today. We're moving a bunch of cars." I was like, "I'll go ahead and load up the BMW." I said, "I'll bring it to your house. You send me the address." He goes, "Okay." He goes, "I got my 2 kids with me right now. I can't run to the bank." And I was like, "Oh, no problem." I was like, "Just let me know when you get to the bank, like this weekend or whatever, and then I'll just swing by your house and get the cash." And he was like, "All right." Ghosted me. Ghosted. I dropped the car off,
Hey.
ghosted.
How about we take the Cummins back to his house? I'll back up in his
He's actually
driveway,
got a 2017. It's actually on Marketplace right now. A 2017 Coyote that's supercharged.
and we'll hook a chain from the gooseneck to the top of that supercharger. I'll put it in low lock and give it all the beans.
Isaiah said he needs it. So
Nah, bro. So yours is a Gen 1 Coyote?
mine's Gen 1.
Mine's a Gen 3. Fucking. Bro, I've been doing some reading. Apparently, we got like real weak input shafts in our transmission. Like, that's one of the first things.
I
Like,
think the most thing that scares me about the car is the carrier bearing. I don't like having a 2-piece drive shaft.
I don't think anybody
I think it's
does.
going to split one day. That's why I never put the slicks on it that I had. Cause
I mean, you
'cause I
keep
was gonna
reaming
take
it the way
track-
you do.
Yeah, it don't catch traction now, so I don't have to worry about it. That's why I didn't put slicks on it, because I knew it'd snap it.
Till the day it does.
dude, just fucking send it.
That's his
I do.
problem. He just sends everything.
Hey,
Yeah.
the other day in the snow, though, I had to be careful.
Bro, you had to be careful.
That ice was nuts.
Bro, have you seen the tires on my car, though? I had to be fucking careful.
Have you seen tires on mine? All I do is burnouts.
Yeah, but your
Every time
tires
we
are
leave the
still
bar.
all seasons, bro.
Yeah, mine are Michelin Pilot Sports.
Yeah, I'm on fucking
Nittos,
Like-
ain't you?
no like Firestone, Firehawk, Indy 500s, bro.
Oh yeah, yours are meant for
Yeah.
traction on asphalt, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It gets humid out and the moisture in the air is enough for me to spin out, bro.
I told-
it's fucking
Dude,
nuts.
Like, I did like 20, 30 mile an hour all the way home, if that. And like every time I would just barely accelerate on the throttle, car was like sideways.
When you were like when it snowed and all
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah. See, but you don't have like snow mode and all that shit in your car, do you?
No, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I just don't use it. I turn traction control off.
See, I put snow mode on and then traction control off. Because when you turn snow mode on, it's not just, it does change the traction control settings, but it makes it to where like the throttle is less responsive. So, but I noticed my car does better in the ice and snow when I turn traction control off.
Yeah, I turn it off just because if I go into a skid, I could probably save it a little bit better if I had some throttle response.
Yeah, because dude, it does that whole like
Yeah.
throttle cut
Yeah.
traction control.
That's fucking dangerous, dude.
Yeah, I
Even
hate
in a
that.
4-wheel drive, it's fucking dangerous.
I don't understand why they do that shit.
Our maintenance truck, the F-250, it has it.
Yeah.
I went to leave out of there when all of that was still covered in snow, and it kicked on me. And I was just gonna ride it out. It started doing that shit, and it started going like this.
Yeah,
I was
it's not-
expecting
it's
to
not
take out
fucking
that.
good.
And it like
Bed
jerks
thing.
you. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, because it does two things. It like it cuts throttle. I think it's a fuel cut is what it does. So it's a fuel cut, and then it still does what ABS does, which is like it activates your brakes in different corners of the car, because it's trying to straighten the car out. But like when you're on like ice and it does
Don't
that shit,
fucking help.
no, it
No.
makes it way worse if I'm being honest with
Yep.
you. Like because when all it has to do is barely touch that brake, and then now
wheel's
that wheel's locked up. It's
And instead of being in, just a skid that you could possibly either spin out and control or bring back, you got to deal with it trying to do some shit like this.
yeah, exactly, that whole like squiggle game.
It's
it does.
like doing the
Not a
worm
fan.
but backwards.
Fucking, I don't like it, but
But on the subjects of him and lifted vehicles, did you ever see the first Jeep he got, that maroon one, where the
Wow,
doors
the
were
doors were
welded
welded.
shut and zip tied?
no.
Oh my god,
The
dude!
fuck?
Okay,
Yeah, the
wait,
front
wait.
driver door, like the driver door and the front passenger door, would not stay closed. So I think, was it you and your dad welded them? Mm-hmm. And there were zip ties from like the back two doors around the front driver
Around
and
the
passenger
pillar.
door, around the pillar, and just zip tied the shit out of them. But the amount of stupid shit
Yeah, we
his
can't
older
say
sister, some shit was happening. And I was riding with him when we were coming up from downtown.
Okay.
You remember where the Arby's is?
Yeah.
it. And that huge ass ditch.
Yeah. You drove.
We
through.
we were sitting there waiting for the red light. And he was like, "God, they're taking too
No,
long."
I didn't even hit the red light yet.
You didn't?
No, I literally
talking
just
about
take the
on
wheel
top of
over
the
and just
hill?
hit that
Yeah.
ditch.
Okay.
They're on
Rammed
the
it in
right.
parking lot.
And we were coming up. He saw the red light and he just ditch.
No time for it.
I remember when she used to work at that Arby's.
Yeah.
You worked there too, didn't you?
Yeah.
He worked everywhere there.
Yeah,
I know,
dude.
he fucking-
So I can't say what we were doing, but one night we were out being hoodlums, and Nolan was sitting in the front seat, and we're like driving down these back roads, and of course I drive like an idiot, but Nolan's
weld
leaning.
broke.
No, the zip ties broke, but Nolan's leaning out the door to reach for something, we'll say. But anyways, he when he leaned out the door, the zip ties broke, and he like fell out and like smacked his ass on the pavement
At like
But
30 or
luckily,
40 mile an hour.
Yeah, our buddy Mark was behind him and grabbed his belt and yanked him back in the Jeep because he about got taken out by like 7 mailboxes. So, yeah.
We did a lot of stupid shit
What
together.
the fuck, bro? Dude,
I was behind them in another buddy's car, and we hit the corner, and you could see the door open, and you just see the top of Nolan's head just disappear. And literally all we saw was Kirby. He's like your size almost. Just come up out like the back seat, and then just come back up with him, one-handed.
you know what's wild? You were this close to actually seeing his head disappear. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Good, bro. It was about gone.
Well, see,
fucking-
one of them in that car done tried once.
That's fucked up. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. You fucking, what'd you call him the other day? Cyclops?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I'll
That's
say it to
fucked
his
up.
face, so... Actually, I'm pretty sure I've said it to his face.
You're fucked up for that.
You know what he did to him one time where they were all high on acid and shit? It's fucking.
They left me.
with Kirby, and Kirby walks up to him and goes stare into the abyss.
What the fuck?
Dude,
He has-
I'm
he don't have another eye.
I'm 2 block papers in, peeking, and he just walks right back up. He just out of nowhere walked up, got all up in my face, and just pulled his eye open and was like stare into it.
What's he got, like a glass eye? Or?
No, nothing.
It's socket.
Could you imagine the
fuck-
ride you'd be on?
It
Bruh.
fucked my whole trip up, dude.
Dude, I
Like
can
that.
only imagine,
Oh.
bro. Dude,
Fuck
so
that.
do you guys want to tell him
I'll whip your Cyclops of gas.
why you're calling him Cyclops?
Because he's got
Okay,
one
so-
eye.
He, I guess he
Started-
was into it with some girl or whatever. It's a whole big story. Long story short, he ended up shooting himself in the face with, what was it, 20 gauge?
He
Or 12?
started a 12 gauge.
Yeah, and it shot him, and it went up through his roof and out his eye. He was actually lucky to make it, but he stood up after that. 'cause he
And
was
walked
fight-
back. He picked the gun up and walked to his house.
Yeah, he was fighting the guys in the helicopters, fighting them all at the
They literally had
university and
him
everything.
as legally sedated as they could. And he still knocked out a full-grown male nurse in the hospital.
Yeah, he's a
So,
little- he's a
so
little
this is
bit
the
bigger
type
than
of
you.
motherfucker that can take like the stun gun and just keep walking at you.
Oh,
bro.
most definitely.
Kirby-
Like that
Kirby's a
dude in
big
that
boy.
video, he gets tased and he's like, "I'll get you, bitch."
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This was what, like a year or 2 ago when the whole bike incident happened, and he went around court. Yeah.
yeah. So where he was outrunning the cops on like what, a 500cc bike
Suzuki 550,
from
6
like
speed.
that, from like 84 or something. This bike was slow. Like it wouldn't do. The bike wouldn't do like 70 miles an hour with
My
me on it.
2013 Harley 883 couldn't keep it on takeoff. But as soon as I hit top end, I'd walk past him.
Yeah. So okay. So it wouldn't do 70 with me on it. Kirby's like 350.
He was.
something.
Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, he's skinnier now, but yeah, he was like, because he didn't have a license. I was like, Kirby, what are you gonna do when the cops are chasing you? He goes,
On top
I'm
of the
gonna
fact
run.
that he was-
I was like, you're not gonna get anywhere. But in the bike chase, you all should have seen it. So it was like dark,
I
and
did
he's
see
doing.
it. I saw
It was all over Facebook.
He was doing like 20 mile an hour with like 8 cops behind him.
Wasn't he on like a 6-hour police chase?
Yeah.
bro?
He literally
All
led
4
them across
counties.
like 4 or 5
Yeah, 4
counties. He went.
counties. Yeah, he ended up going through a field and they stun gunned him.
That
off
was
the,
by the
off
house.
The bike.
That was-
they
you know where the-
stun-gunned him off the bike in the field because he was going so slow.
Hey, you know where the
Or
railroad
something.
tracks are?
Yeah, right.
If
Here,
you
do a good
turn
one, do
left-
it. Shh. Hold on, time out. We're gonna have to cut that.
No,
Because you
just
named all the counties. We gotta
all
cut
the
that.
counties, bro. You got them all in there.
Like you literally, in like one fell swoop, you actually pinpointed on the map exactly where we are. Bro.
No, I pinpointed where he went.
Yeah, but you just named all the counties. They go back to a few episodes with the gas station. They're like,
We got an elementary school, motherfuckers.
Like,
Do you know
I'm
how
not
many
going
gas
down
stations
for
have just
this.
randomly disappeared in like the last 6 months around through here?
whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
I'm not getting hemmed up for you.
But yeah, no, that was by the house
yeah, that was.
Damn.
where they tased him.
dude.
And the messed up thing is, me and my buddy Waylon
Yeah,
had left the like county park
Mhm.
and came through town. Me on the Harley and him on that 1000, giving it hell. I mean, we were buzzed from one end to the other and just eating shit up, dude. And we were rolling through the middle of town, and we're just like, "Where are the cops?" Like we expected to have been flashed or something. Like, I mean, I'm on a Harley. It's loud and obnoxious, and he's on a 1000 with a rigged exhaust, loud as could be. And we got home and woke up the next morning, and the first thing he does was come out and go, "Hey, bud, I know where he's at." And I was like, "Where is he?" He went, "Jail." I was like, "How'd he end up there?"
honestly, he's got some stories, man.
He does.
He's
He
got
does.
some stories.
But I was like, "What do you mean he's in jail? How's he in jail?" He went, and he played the video. He went, "I know where all the cops were last night."
Did you see that video?
No.
Dude, that was a couple years back, wasn't it? That was like
Yeah.
2 or 3.
That was when I had first moved into my house.
I'd say probably 3 years back.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I remember seeing it. And me and Dylan were watching the video at work, and I was like,
I know him.
yeah, I was like, I know that fucking guy. Dude. That's fucking wild.
Man.
So,
It's pretty funny.
you know, I'm sure we didn't really give anybody an answer as to why we didn't put out an episode last week, but I mean, may as well just go ahead and tell them. I mean,
We fucking fell on our faces.
yeah, it was a bad run. We were just drained from the holidays and fucking doing the best we could, but
We're gonna-
we didn't want to put the shitty performance out there that
Eventually, we'll throw a blooper episode, a little bonus reel out there of all the good shit from the bad
I
recordings.
feel like it'll
Yeah.
be funny, though.
We'll chop up all the bad shit out of those and put together like one 1 hour episode of just like the funny shit from those episodes.
yeah.
Because there's always something good in them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of like, is it enough? And I think we pride ourselves on trying to put out, besides episode 1, the best possible content.
Yeah, I
So-
feel like episode 1 and episode 2 were like we were clearly
Catching our bearings.
Yeah, we were clearly
For sure.
just starting off. We
Getting
didn't
the
really
rhythm.
have any idea what we were doing.
Episode 3, like,
It
really
kicked off real hard,
ignited, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I'm happy with what
Shout
we got
out.
going on, and like I would hope Dustin's happy with what we got going
Oh, for
on.
sure.
And, but it's
if not,
cool.
I wouldn't invite you fucks over every week.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool that we got some guests on. Now,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, for sure. Gives us, I feel like 4 definitely gives us more.
Yeah, and some people
More
might
banter.
be wondering where Gary's at. He's just feeling under the weather this week, so we decided to throw some guests on here and fucking roll on with it. We might change up the arrangement with just switching out guests every week and just,
Yeah.
you know, trying to keep it.
Get a different story every week.
Yeah, some good shit.
Shine some new light on the subject.
Yeah, yeah. Get somebody else's thoughts on the matter, you know?
Intrusively.
Exactly.
I mean, we could always just drop acid and try it. That'd
Oh,
get-
hell no.
I got a job to go to tomorrow morning.
I'm
So.
seasoned.
Yeah. Also, like,
No, you just need a candy bar.
Ah.
y'all trying to, like, it's not going to be a good podcast if I'm just sitting here staring at one spot on the wall.
Looking at him like, man, why is there a dragon in your kitchen?
Yeah, bro.
I'd be over here like this.
Yeah, he's got a thing for light fixtures.
Dude.
Bro, they look like titties.
Oh no, I've got like a little chandelier in my like kitchen or my dining room, and he tried shrooms for the first time.
No,
and,
that wasn't my first time.
or well,
That was
at my
second
house,
time, yeah.
whatever. Stood in my dining room for all of like 2 hours and just stared.
Well, the first part
So-
of it, I was just staring at the chair.
Like one of the last times that I like smoked, like
I don't smoke
marijuana,
paranoid.
it was like probably 4 years ago. But one of the last times I ever smoked, I actually like, I was sitting at a kitchen table and there was like a flower, like a pot of flowers on the center of the table. And like everybody got quiet for too long, and you know how your mind just like sinks in at that point? Like, I don't know, like 30 seconds go by of me like staring at this plant, and eventually something happened. I like blinked and I'm on a flower petal, like I can see the rest of the petal, and I'm staring back at my face. And I
Bro,
was
I don't
like,
think that was weed.
this is over, bro. I stood up from the table, and it's like fucking 8 o'clock, bro. And I'm like, I told everybody, I was like, I'm going to bed. Like, this is not good,
This
bro.
needs to be over
This
with.
is not good. So I was like, I'm fucking done.
So, was it a blunt? Were you smoking out of a bowl? Bong? What was it?
No, we had rolled a couple blunts and was like passing them.
So, bro, who rolled them? Like, you don't got to drop a name or anything, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, like,
It wasn't my weed, if that's what you're asking. Yeah,
bro,
like
you got some shit. You got some shit that was some different shit.
There was some extra ingredients in there.
paid that extra 50 for that one, boys.
fucking.
But yeah, so I transported to the flower petal, and I'm looking back at myself, and I'm like, Like I keep blinking. I'm like, go back. Did I just die, bro? And then so then it's just like bam, and I'm back. And I'm looking at the pedal again, and like obviously little me's not there, mini me. And I like stood up, and I'm like, guys, this is not okay. Like,
Yeah, I'm a call
and everyone else is like, what are you doing? What's going on? I was like, listen, I was just on that fucking flower pedal, looking back at myself, and I'm not okay right now. And they're
I'm
like,
going to bed.
what are you talking about? Like, you took like 2.5 hits of each blunt. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, obviously it didn't set right. I'm going to fucking bed. Like, I'm done.
Dude.
Try
He's
again
sitting
in
there
the morning.
clicking his little red high tops together like there's no place like home.
Annie M. There's no place like home, bro.
Fuck, dude.
I was trying to go back.
I don't know. Most of the time, me and Isaiah talked about this, but most of the time, if we start having a bad thing, we have like a little person inside of our brain that's like, "You're just fucked up. You be all right."
Yeah, if you think about that too hard one time, it might escalate madly.
Bro, I'm just telling you, like, I'm not the type of person to have anxiety. So, like, that fucked me up. And then, the last episode that we actually posted,
Yeah.
I was talking about the Adderall incident. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it took me immediately back to that. And I was like, this is
Oh,
not
yeah.
fucking good.
So-
Like, I'm not okay right now.
That's where I had problems with smoking now. Is because when I did a bunch of LSD when I was younger, is I would smoke now, and I've never had a bad trip doing LSD or shrooms or anything. But now when I smoke, it's like super paranoid. It fucks me all the way up.
Yeah.
Dude. Like,
Paranoia is one thing. I can't fucks with it.
dude, weed is like, for some reason, bro, when I smoke weed, like, that's why I quit smoking. It's the only thing that I can't remind myself, like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
just fucked up.
Same.
Bro, like, I can smoke, like I said, I haven't smoked in probably 5 years, but 4 years, 5 years. But I can smoke as long as we're social, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's when everyone gets quiet and I stare off for too long.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And then you know how, like, you don't really feel high, and then, like, something happens, and it's almost like
It all hits you at
the
once.
camera zoomed out, like, 300 times, and you're just like,
Looking at yourself in third person.
fucking doinked, bro.
Dude, I feel that.
Rut-row raggy. This is not good.
You ever get to the point where it's just like you feel like your heart's about to explode out of your chest?
Yes,
like,
bro.
"Oh,
It starts fucking.
fuck,
Dum, dum,
dude."
dum, 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 dum.
But it's like I tried to remind myself, like, dude, I smoked, like I'm just high, but it doesn't
work.
It doesn't work at all, bro. Like, I hate that shit,
This
bro.
is not okay.
Fucking, bro, people look at me and they just assume that I'm like high as shit all the time. Like they assume I smoke and shit. Just, I guess
I used to get that all the time.
that's
too.
just. This is just my face, just so everybody knows. Like this is just what I look like. I'm not high. I don't fucking get high at all anymore. But fucking yeah. And people probably think based on the way I act that I'm high because I feel like I can be a real idiot sometimes.
Bro, me as a person, I'm just dumb. Like,
I wouldn't say you're really dumb. You're not like
I rattle
a
off
dull-
stupid shit where people's like, "What's this guy on?"
I would
Like,
say
I'm just-
goofy before I would say
Yeah.
dumb. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when dumb implies that you're like mentally dull. You know what I mean? And I
No,
wouldn't say
I'm
that's
pretty
the case.
sharp.
And that's
But-
probably about 95% of the people I meet. Mentally dull.
Ah, you ain't lying, bro.
There's definitely some duds out there in the world, bro.
Bro, you ever try to talk to somebody and it's just like they aren't getting what you're saying, and it's like, how much simpler could I possibly fucking
Okay,
make
okay.
this?
It's like
And
it's
just
like talk to me like I'm a 10-year-old, and then they go to the okay, explain it like I'm 5, and then they go, okay, explain it to me like I'm a 3-year-old, and you're like, dude, I just fucking give up. Like you're not gonna get this. Like,
dude, straight up, I've
Bad
had people-
go-go juice make your engine all fucky.
Bro, dude, I've had people like honestly get like mad at me because they're like, you're talking to me like I'm fucking stupid, like you're talking down to me like I'm stupid, and it's like, well, I tried to explain it to you how I normally would like 3 times and you weren't getting it. So now this is how I'm talking to you. I'm just trying to simplify it.
engine go
And then
bang bang, no good.
What I hate the most
Not
is when
even to that
somebody
extent,
else
bro.
just sit there and argue with you. And they have no idea what they're talking
Bro,
about.
I
It's like, if
love-
you just don't know something, just tell me you
I
don't know
love
it. I'll
the
happily
people-
tell you.
Dude,
love the internet people that fucking they read online a service bulletin and think they know what's going on with their car.
Oh my!
I love those people because they literally come in and they want to explain the service bulletin to you, and it's like, sir, I've read 21-117. I understand the bulletin. I'm telling you, your car does not have that problem. Yes, it does. It's doing that one particular thing that does not mean that it carries that bulletin.
Mm-hmm.
This is talking about a fucking Pilot, and you have a Forerunner. It's not the fucking same, sir.
Dude. Bro, or like when they find a service bulletin and they think it's like a warranty extension or something, and they're like, this should be free.
This is free.
And it's like, sir, your car has 280,000 miles on it.
I'm not covering a wheel bearing.
They should
Your
have
brake
never.
pads go out.
They never should have put this car on the road. This is a piece of shit. Sir, you've got 383,000 miles and you need new piston rings.
Why'd you buy it?
They lasted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got your
fucking
they're well
got-
lasted.
They fucking got their money's worth out of them.
Dude.
You got to think the black Chevy is at 300,000, and the valves just finally burnt in it. So
Dude.
I'm gonna put a new set of valves in it, or let it roll.
Yeah, bro, that's what you got to do. If you are capable.
Bro, I
That's-
got a CRV with 315 on it and it's still rolling.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Hey man, it's a Honda.
Yeah.
It'll start smoking like a freight train, just add a quart of oil every morning. It'll last another 6 years.
Dude, I know of a guy who has been running a CRV with a blown head gasket for like 40,000 miles, and he
Yeah.
just won't fix it. He just adds coolant every now and then. He's like, fuck it. It still runs fine. It just burns coolant.
Till it doesn't.
Yeah, right? Bro.
But the motors for those CRVs are so fucking cheap.
Yeah, dude.
And I got like cheap labor at work. I can pay one of those fucking slaves like $300. They'll put a
He's
motor in for
eyeballing
me.
you.
Don't fucking Here's the thing. If I'm
Isaiah's
putting-
like, I'm
Isaiah's
gonna rig
like,
up a kill switch on that
I'm worth
thing.
every bit of 410.
Here's
Like,
the thing:
you're
if I'm
not
putting an
getting me for
engine in for
350.
you, it's gonna be on the side. I ain't gonna pay you ain't gonna pay through work for me to put an engine. in
Fuck
your car.
no.
Bro. Because here's the thing: we both lose if we do that. Like
For
we could
sure.
just meet each other in the
Tax
middle and
free, motherfucker.
both come out on top. Fuck that shit.
For sure.
Nah,
Yeah.
but what were you about to say?
No, but if the motor blows in mine, I'm definitely K-swapping it.
Do it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Turbo it.
For sure. For sure. And the trans is already about to go, so we'll just do an engine and trans all at the
Well,
same
you
time.
have to if you go with
Yeah.
like K swap.
I tell
I
you
know,
what,
but
I
I'm-
got a shitty ass transmission you can get. I have an EP1.
No, dude, his is automatic.
Yeah.
So he would.
We
have
can
to-
fix that.
That makes it so much more complicated. It being an automatic.
We could manual swap it too. We just do it all.
Yeah, but
I've
then,
got a
then it
saw
becomes
saw.
a problem of sourcing the parts.
But here's the thing,
The,
is it
the
worth it?
all-wheel drive manual
Is it even worth it
K-series
at that
transmission?
point?
Bro, it's not about being worth it.
Dude,
It's,
I want you to know, I saw, whenever I went to get my CRX tuned, there was a, like, 700 horsepower Honda Element.
that's hot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that'd
Bro,
be-
because those Element owners, they are fucking dedicated, bro. Like, they spends the money.
I swear, dude.
They're the type of people, if you love that car, they drop thousands in that motherfucker, dude. I got Element owners that come in, they put every fucking dollar in that thing. You tell them it's wrong, they go, all right, fix it.
Well, it's just
My
because
wife loves the car. I love the car. I'm not getting rid of it. Fix it.
Elements are one of those cars where
They're so fucking ugly.
Are they like
okay.
worth it mechanically though? Like, do they last?
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically an Element is a very, very, very close platform to the CRVs of the same like generation.
It's just built like a Kia Soul.
Yeah, kind
Oh,
of.
so it's a box.
Like
It's-
Gen 1 Kia Soul, like with all the plastic, like black plastic
Yeah,
around it
well,
and shit.
they
like,
do the Element SC, which is it's like the sporty version. It came with bigger rims. It came with paint matched everything. It's got like not a body kit, but it's basically
You
like
know
a
the one
body
that
kit.
I fuck with, like out of everything Honda like produces? I fuck with a Fit SI, bro. Like I actually like I would rock this shit out of one of those.
A Fit SI.
Yeah. Have you seen them?
No.
That's not
There's
a thing.
There's a couple of them out there.
That's not a thing.
Unless somebody put badges on them.
That's bad.
Probably.
Because
And
I've
you were
seen 'em.
gullible enough to believe it.
I've seen them. I've seen them on the road.
A Fit
And they look
SI.
good. Yeah. I think it's the thing, bro.
Or
I think you're thinking of an
EP1.
EP3.
Yeah.
Probably. It sounds
No,
about right.
MP3 player plays music.
No,
No,
EP3,
EP3.
motherfucker.
Like the 2003 Civic Si. I have one. You want to buy it?
$400.
No, somebody had to put badges on them. Because I've seen like 4 of them rolling around
Look up
this
EP3.
area. No, like it was a fit. Like dead
Look
ass.
up EP3. You're not going to tell me that doesn't look like a 2-door fit.
Yeah, potentially.
But you
I'd
said
like-
you
that's
like
kinda
it,
hot,
buy
too.
one.
Bro, I'm telling you, you lower one of them things and
Bro,
put
that's
some
kind
wheels
of.
on it, bro. They
I
look
fucks
good.
with it, bro.
I know. I've got one sitting in my garage.
Yeah, bro.
I fucks with
Dude,
it.
hey, you know what I fucks with? The CRZs.
Not having someone
Yeah.
else's shit sit in your
It's
garage.
just
Fucking yeah, right? I don't even have a garage. I can't talk. I got
I do,
a
and I'm gonna
fucking
start
storage
charging him
unit.
by the hour.
Fucking, but no, the CRZs, bro.
just because they remind me of CRX.
Yeah, they remind me of a CRX. But dude, so before I bought my TL Type S, there was a CRZ on Marketplace for 10 grand. It was K swapped, and it had all the hybrid stuff removed, so it was basically gutted. K swapped, and it had AC and everything too. So they K swapped it and put AC back in it. And I totally should have fucking bought that thing.
How hard would it be to like 2JZ swap it?
It'd be
What,
expensive.
like a
Yeah, but
CRZ?
if like a CRV.
A CRV?
Yeah, like if money was not the option there, like the money's
If the
whatever.
money didn't matter,
Yeah.
probably not that hard.
It takes-
What do you-
honestly.
what
There's
do you
two
think,
Jay-Z
like-
swaps for fucking everything.
What do you think? Like 8 grand?
Well, no, it's gonna be more than that. You're gonna pay.
like
You're
12
gonna
or
pay
more.
That for the motor
probably
and trains.
12
For the motor?
for the engine and transmission. Yeah,
You think so?
yeah. But
That'd be hot.
Like
though.
they might be good motors, but they're expensive.
I don't know. The
Oh, they
thing
know
is-
what they are.
The
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is, I don't know that there would be a way to retain all-wheel drive in the CRV with the 2JZ swap.
It's got to be a way.
I don't think so.
Just
because
rear-wheel drive
I don't
it.
think there's not a transfer case set up for those transmissions. to
Bro,
be
that
able to
ain't
run.
nothing but a modified plate away.
Bro, your
Yeah, I was about to
best
say
bet,
maybe an adapter plate or
your
something.
best bet, realistically, for the money, like price point and efficiency, just because how much like power you can actually make with a K series.
Yeah. That'd be the cheaper
the
alternative.
best route would be just do a K series swap and then roll on.
I think I'd want to find one with a better body on it, though.
Oh yeah, bro. If you could find just a really nice like first gen CRV shell, and fucking
Yeah. And
roll
roll
with
it from
that.
there.
Yeah.
Like a roller with a blown motor
yeah,
that you can pick up like a nice body for like 2 grand.
yeah. But the thing about the CRVs, if you find one that's manual transmission and all wheel drive, you can just, if the engine's blown up, you could just put a GSR in it. You could just drop a GSR in it and bolt it right up to that transmission. Once you reach a certain power level, though, the transmission's gonna
Oh, fuck
go
yeah.
out because those transmissions aren't built to hold any power at all. But
Yeah.
that would be honestly the absolute best route. That would be sick. Like just a small turbo GSR in a CRV with the all-wheel drive manual transmission, bro. That'd be sick.
And then cut the top off of it.
Fuck yeah,
Why
send
the
it.
fuck would you cut the top off of it?
Send it.
That doesn't make any sense. You lost me. You had me in the
Yeah,
first
but
half.
Do
I'm not
the,
gonna
do the
lie.
half windshield with the top cut off, bro. It looked like a
If you
fucking...
Trying to
you
like
going around
Honda
like
hot
a
rod
golden
something.
nugget. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
The golden nugget.
I'm so fucking tired of seeing that thing. I'm so fucking tired of it, bro. No, I can't lie. As far as beaters go,
That is it.
It's fun, bro. That's a fun car. It's just, but you know that thing rides like absolute dog shit.
Oh, guaranteed.
Because the last time I saw it in person, the guy was telling me that it doesn't have springs. It's just got like washers on the shocks. Yeah.
That's rough.
yeah.
He bottoming out everywhere.
Dude, I couldn't do it.
I wonder what his strut towers look like after about 3 weeks.
fucking people do shit like that though, and they're fine just because they like the way it looks. They're fine with how shitty it rides, but like that's why I've never
Fucking
really been
static
about the
owners.
full stance life because it's like I can't fucking do it, bro. I hit a bump too hard in my CRX, and it feels like somebody
whole
just took
front
a
end just came
ball
out.
peen hammer and just smacked me in the back with it, bro. It probably wouldn't feel that aggressive if I had like some nice seats in it, but I just got the factory seats in it, and they're in good shape. But I
They're
mean,
SI seats, aren't they?
yeah, they're in good shape. But like
His
they're
next question
I
is,
like
do you
them.
want to sell them?
No, mine have them.
Oh,
yeah, but
The only thing I'm missing for my interior is that one little door piece.
mm.
I
And a motor and a transmission
It's there.
That's not
It's just not
interior.
in it.
and axles. It is if you're inside the hood or the engine bay.
can. Is the body of that car even clean?
Ish.
It's not terrible.
Did you, speaking of body damage, did you ever figure out who put the fucking softball dent in the hood of yours?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
On what? The Mustang or
No, the
No,
CRX.
CRX.
the green one?
Yeah. I remember he was fucking...
Who getting beat up?
He was fucking tore
See,
up about
I
that.
never actually found the guy, but I recall, like, so I was leaving somewhere one night, and whenever I was walking to my car, there was a guy in a truck who was trying to parallel park in front of me.
Bro,
and
I
as I
told
was
you it
walking-
looked like a fucking Reese hitch.
Yeah, as I was walking out, he just like drove off, and I didn't think anything about it at the time.
Yeah.
But then because I commented on it to my buddy who was with me. I was like, "This motherfucker just pulled off because he couldn't parallel park." Bro, no joke. In between the front of my car and the back of the car that was in front of me,
Like
There
car
was-
and a half room.
way more than that, bro. There was probably a fucking
Where it's at on his hood, it literally looks like a Reese hitch fucking backed into it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That had to have been what it was.
and so
I've
we
had some
watched
bad
we watched
experiences with
literally
stitches.
4 days of fucking footage at work, like trying to figure out when it happened, what day, like
yeah, because I leave the car parked at work a lot. At
Yeah.
the time though, I was daily driving that car,
Mhm.
but I just figured because I didn't notice it until I was leaving work.
Then it was like, all right, which one of you assholes?
Yeah, and
yeah.
I was about to say, them hoods aren't
he's
easy to come by anymore.
Well,
got one.
especially-
I got two hoods.
well,
And it's color matched to my car. But I
But
kind
it's
of
got a little ding in the same spot.
see. I kind of want to just go carbon fiber, just so I can fucking because the carbon fiber ones you can get them that fit the USDM CRXs, but they're the SIR style.
what would be
So instead
sick
of being
is like,
dipped in the middle,
Mhm.
they're raised up in the middle, and it gives you more clearance for the engine.
bro, what you could really do would be like a fucking like clear fiberglass hood.
That'd look
Like,
pretty
you know what I
sweet.
mean?
all those like clear resin hoods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly not a huge fan of them.
Neither am I. Especially my engine bay doesn't look good enough to run something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
if it was clean looking,
If it was like a show car,
Maybe. Get a wire tuck job done.
yeah, I mean,
that'd
dude,
be hot.
fucking. If you've seen the engine bay of my car, or a wire swap would not, or a wire tuck would not make it look better, because I've got the Type R swap and the big turbo manifold and the big turbo all crammed into this CRX, so it just like there's so much stuff crammed in the
In a
engine
little
bay.
bitty space.
Yeah, and it's hard to make it look any less
Oh,
cluttered.
If I pop the hood on the Cobalt, it's the same thing. There's just
Yeah.
everything is just crammed into the smallest engine bay.
Exactly. And it's like, in my opinion, for an engine bay to look really good, like good enough to be worth doing like a wire tuck and everything,
You need some
it's
space.
gotta be like spacious looking. Like it's gotta be like a clean, open engine
Clean
bay
look,
with just
yeah.
the engine and transmission just chilling there.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, granted, with enough money and time, I could probably shave all my shit down and make it look all nice
Yeah.
and shit like that. But it's like, realistically, I'm not so much worried about that as I am. I just want to make it more like fast. Like,
I want to go.
That's my problem. I want to make the Cobalt faster, but I also want it to look good all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I want to replace the hood, and there's a carbon fiber, like, bomber style one I want to buy, but it's like $1,500, and I just can't bring myself to spend that much money on a hood.
Yeah,
Cobalt.
carbon fiber products are expensive.
Hey, give me shit all you want. I like my Cobalt.
Is it an SS?
Turbocharged.
Okay, there you go.
Everybody else out
It's
here
actually
running
pretty
fucking
quick.
supercharged.
He kept up with me in the Mustang.
Yeah.
Missing a gear. I don't have fifth.
Oh shit.
I got to send the transmission off.
I
I'd hope
that's
it's
a Chevy
quick.
for you.
It's a Chevy.
It's the only Chevy I've ever had that was actually fully missing a gear and not be an automatic transmission.
Dude.
I got an N35 and an N45 sitting at the house, and both of them will take all the shit I throw because the N45 is the one I had drifting around the field.
But yeah, my blue car. Because I don't know, my two CRXs are like. I'm interested in those more than anything else. So it's like those are like my priority as far as like dumping money into something. Like that's what I want to. Obviously, before I really start dumping money into them, I'm gonna wait till I'm like in my house. Like
Once I buy a house with a garage, like that's when I'm gonna find a project car and
Yeah.
start building something.
See,
feel
I
that.
said the same thing. Now I've got 2 OBS Chevys and a Cobalt. And a
Okay.
3rd gen Dodge.
Well, I want to buy one project car and build it.
See, that's how it started. It was with the black OBS, and then I found the blue one, and it had all the parts and like suspension and drivetrain that I wanted. So I bought it, and I just haven't got to like flipping everything
Done
around.
the swap.
my thing is my blue CRX. I never bought it as a project car. It was in decent shape when I got it.
Yeah.
It started the addiction.
Well, no, basically I kept blowing it up, so it
It had to become a project.
yeah, out of necessity, because I was like, fuck, I can't keep blowing this thing up. And then, because like, at one point, well, when I first bought it, obviously it was my only vehicle. But then at one point, it was my only vehicle to get to work. So
What
like,
about
bro,
the Dodge truck is yours too, isn't it?
yeah, I need to fucking fix that piece of shit.
What's wrong with it?
I can't fucking figure it out. I don't know enough about Dodge trucks.
Yeah. Because
Fucking-
it's not a bad looking.
The body of
Fucking-
that truck is
yeah,
actually
it's-
in really good shape.
It
The
needs
frame
paint
is in
like
good
a
shape.
motherfucker, but
It does, yeah. It's
Yeah.
got sun fade real bad.
What
but
year is it?
87,
another one.
88.
yeah, it's really not in terrible shape.
It's
at
an
all.
88 Dakota SL.
Two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drive, automatic. Bro, the bed on this truck, it's a Dakota, right? It's got like a
10-foot
full-size
bed.
bed.
Yeah, it's
like
fucking long.
It's like an 8-foot bed, no joke.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know. It might not
It
be
would
8
it would
foot,
look
but,
good
like,
lowered with a paint job and,
some
a,
decent
and a
rims.
decent motor and tires on it. Rims.
fuck, maybe I'll 2J swap that thing.
There you go.
I don't got the fucking money for that. Fucking- Honestly, that I don't even like LS swaps, but that would be like a
Oh,
good
that'd be
fucking
sick.
host for an LS swap, wouldn't it?
LSs
Bro,
are kind
and
of
it's
like
got
2JZ. They sell whole kits to swap like
It's got the
anything
engine
to
Yeah,
an
but
bay
LS
LS.
is
for it
way
too,
cheaper
bro.
to
It's
do.
got that
Dude,
long nose.
I can't even lie to you, bro. You know how like say I was driving home tonight and somebody ran a red light and T-boned me in the Mustang and like totaled it. I would buy that car back from the insurance company and take the engine and transmission out and put it in that truck. That'd be sick.
No, you take
Bro.
all that horsepower and slap it down in a little like junkier looking CRX.
Dude,
Bro,
I
that
don't
motor
think
would
it
not
fit in the
fit in a
engine,
CRX,
No,
bro.
dude.
No
There's
way.
this thing called a sawsaw and a welder. Make
nah,
it
bro.
fit.
What the fuck? You think I'm gonna extend the front end? on my
No,
CRX?
that's
Like,
when you just cut out the A-frame and just
Bro,
let
he's
the oil
talking about
pan
ripping
fit.
the quarter panels and just fucking letting her hang.
Yeah, cut
bro.
the inside of the fenders out.
Bro.
Let the fat rolls just hang out of the front of that bitch. Dude.
Let her be a chunky bitch. Let her roll.
fucking firewall, bro.
You fire that thing up, wings come out from the side.
Bro, it's like those old fucking Winnebagos. The motor's up under your fucking feet.
Yeah, dude.
Pull
have
a
you ever
cover out
ridden-
from the dash,
have
adjust
you
your
ever ridden in
carburetor.
one of those things,
Yeah.
or any kind of van that has the engine sitting up under.
Yeah.
Like, dude, those get so fucking hot.
Could you imagine it throws a fucking piston?
Yeah,
Is
bro.
everything still there?
You got your arm over on the armrest, and then all of a sudden,
Fuck, dude.
Worse
Elbow
than
has
that,
left
bro.
the chat completely.
If it was an automatic transmission, bro, I've seen cars like make enough power that they'll throw the torque converter.
Yeah.
They'll throw the torque converter through the whole car, bro. Like I've seen videos of people fucking. They'll be at the triple tree, like on the drag strip, like spooling up their turbos, brake boosting, and then the fucking torque converter just shoots through the top of the car.
It said, I'm out.
Do you know how much fucking torque you have to be making to fucking?
Bruh.
That'd be nuts.
And the bad thing is they make torque converters with specific specifications for like how much you want to stall, where you want to launch. Like,
Yeah, but it's like the thing is, it's not about the torque because the torque converter isn't what's breaking.
Well, yeah.
it's the transmission
yeah,
coming apart.
It's
and just
snapping
fucking-
everything the torque converter's supposed to hold to and just yeeting it.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro.
Like
I
you
wish
got to
I had
think if
enough
that
money
happens,
to
you
make
need
something with that much power, bro.
like if when that happens, like you need a flywheel, you need a bell housing,
Bruh, there's a goddamn hole in the roof of the car.
Yeah, bro.
bucket, weight reduction.
Nah,
It's
bro.
a fucking
its
moonroof now. Like, fuck that.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're
One
goddamn-
All
bag.
you need to do is build you a little wall so I can just exit that way again.
You need a fucking bionic arm, bro, because your hand sitting there on the shifter just got fucking blowed apart.
Bucket. Use a hook.
I don't need my
Fuck,
fucking
dude.
arm. I need the torque converter put back in.
Motherfucker's worried about the car. Your goddamn arm's sitting there flailing. Look
Fuck
like a
that arm. If
shark
it came
just
off
bit
that
it
easy,
off.
it's useless.
Bro. I wanna,
Can't even crank one right no more.
dude. I wanna say,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to use my left.
and just like that, we're talking about jerking off. See how quick it happens? No, I just wanted to say, normally we're drinking Red Bulls when we start the show, and tonight we were drinking Monster Energy, and that's just a little ode to Ken Block, who passed away in a tragic
Hooney.
snowmobile accident yesterday.
That's wild, dude.
That is.
There was so
Yeah.
much fucked up shit happen yesterday, bro. Like, what you had him, you had fucking Hawkeye get fucked up in a snowplow incident, and then the fucking football player just fucking left the chat.
What do you mean?
You didn't watch? Oh, you don't watch sports.
I don't watch sports.
The football player, dude. So he makes a simple ass tackle. He stands up after the tackle and just fell over, bro. Went into cardiac arrest.
Damn.
He's in critical condition right
shit.
now in the
Oh,
hospital.
fuck,
Like,
dude.
Did he like
Yeah.
explode his heart or some shit?
I don't know. Like, they won't give much information on it, but like they resuscitate him on the field. Like, it was the first time I've ever seen an ambulance come on the field. Like, usually they just bring the little stretcher cart out.
Yeah.
No, brought the full ass ambulance out. Fucking resuscitated him on the field for like 9 minutes. Got him like fucking like
Breathing and shit, I guess.
no, not on his
Stable
own. He never started breathing on his own again at all. They just like was keeping him alive by pumping his heart.
Oh shit.
And then finally got him in the ambulance, and like now he's in I believe like a medically induced coma.
Damn.
Like just trying. But like if you've been out for 9 minutes, bro, like you're
without
Yeah,
oxygen to
the-
your
like
brain.
you're probably like you're gone.
So like unless the whole time they were like actually getting oxygen to his brain.
Like, and
he's-
that was the one thing, you know, like, because if you, like, fall over in your fucking front yard or something, there's not medical staff fucking 300 feet away. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least they were there that quick, you know? Like,
Yep.
that's the, I mean, prayers out, you know? Like,
Gosh, dude.
but yeah, dude, fucking fucked up way to start the work, like, the year.
That's nuts, dude.
People getting fucked up.
Damn, this year's starting off wrong all over again.
Yeah, bro, like,
Who hit the refresh button and not the skip?
we
I
were supposed to
swear.
be getting past all this fucked up shit.
Dude.
No, but the like I knew who he was, like the Hoonigan driver. Like I knew him from like the Mustang videos, you know,
Yeah,
where
the,
they shut like the streets down and shit. I just didn't know his name, so when everyone was talking about it this morning, I was like, I know who you're talking about. I just don't know who you're talking about. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
those-
like,
I was about to say, there's much more than the Mustang.
yeah,
There's-
but like the
there's,
Mustang
a whole
was.
line.
Yeah, the Mustang was the one thing that I remember. Like this motherfucker's badass.
What was
Like,
the one he just came out with? The one with the Fiesta?
no, you had a
Yeah.
Hyundai Veloster, I think too. Like
I think it was I was seeing one,
He's a
and it
huge
was
Ford
like
person.
No, the
2 weeks
newest
ago.
No, he dropped his thing with Ford.
yeah, he
Really?
drove a
Yeah.
Hyundai.
No, he didn't he drive that like It was like a Audi.
Yeah,
I
I know.
know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You remember like the racing game Dirt?
Yeah.
Like, so he did that as well, and like he had a Hyundai Veloster that he was driving in that.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
No. He never drove a Hyundai.
yeah, he
We've
did.
got- we've
we
got
we
an
watched
internet.
videos today at work.
Not a Hyundai.
Yes.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
Wait, his most recent video was a Hyundai?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, I thought you were saying like his older videos, like when he did Dirt. Like the Dirt game, like the Gymkhana in Dirt. Because that was not a Hyundai.
I'm just saying. I want.
Ken Block takes his Hyundai WRC car out in Los Angeles 1 month ago.
Okay, so that's his newest Gymkhana?
Yep.
Or is it even a Gymkhana?
22 American Rally Association season over. He decided to take his Hyundai i20 WRC race car for one last ride in LA. Last year he drove a Hyundai.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks like a Veloster.
I was about to say. I saw a video. What was it? Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he had his the Focus that they built on a racetrack in France, like an actual racetrack with the whole like curved side of the track.
Oh,
and
that's
shit.
an old one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's an old. That's like Gymkhana 3 or something like that. That's when he was still driving the Fiesta. That was an all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
Fiesta.
his latest car was a Hyundai, though.
Okay.
This
so,
last race season.
I mean, I'm just saying everything you see him in is just wicked.
Oh, it's
yeah,
fucking,
absolutely,
dude,
bro.
That's when money is no problem.
Yeah.
Like, they
Well, you
build
gotta
the
think.
sickest fucking...
They're like, hey, what do you want to drive?
He's the co-founder of like DC Shoes.
Yeah.
He's been sponsored by Monster Energy for fucking as long as I can
Decades.
remember.
Yeah.
And he's been a world rally champion for just as long, if not longer. So I mean, it's just like you got to think about it that way.
He's like us, only he had the money. He saw something and went, I wonder what that do all-wheel drive with 1,200 horsepower.
Yeah,
But
basically.
God,
Could you
find out.
imagine?
He
like,
was talking about it
fuck,
earlier. He was
bro.
like, "Well, who else does shit like that? Like, you know, doing those videos and shit where he's like racing across the whole town." I was like, "The only other person I know is Travis Pastrana, but he's not near as good as a driver." I said he crashes a lot.
Dude,
He is a good driver, but he does crash a lot more.
I feel like either way, bro. Did you ever see that video of Travis Pastrana like barrel rolling?
Yeah,
His rally car?
got the I think the records on it on camera. It was like 7 flips. I think he did
Damn. Like
Dude.
end over end or side over side?
side over side.
Side over side. Yeah, dude, it was a fucking
It was
wild
nasty.
wreck,
Bro, this video right here, he's racing Lewis Hamilton in a fucking F1 car.
What's
y'all,
he in though?
Have y'all seen the?
He's in his Fiesta.
He's in his Fiesta.
Yeah,
did y'all
this
watch
was-
all the drag races he was doing?
this
with
was
the
8 years
Hennigan
ago.
Car? Him and his daughter were.
Yeah, they were what?
Oh, shit.
What was
he just
that
fucking
series? It's
spun
called
out.
like Head to Head or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
so.
And fucking yeah, they do like the 3 races
Yeah.
on that airstrip. It's
Yeah,
like,
but I remember the Mustang that he fucking, like, they shut down the streets and, like, he just ripped ass all the way through the fucking streets. Like,
oh yeah,
That was the one video
That
I
was, like,
remember,
the most-
like blowing up and
Yeah,
watching.
Like
That was-
iconic
yeah,
one, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
in San Francisco.
I think, yeah.
or
Whatever it was fucking wicked.
that
bro.
one was in L.A. because that's the one he like was drifting around the that like famous donut shop in
Yeah.
L.A.
Well, that was the one that, like, it reminded me of, like, Death Race.
Yeah,
Like, because that car was just so fucking badass.
You know, the only I think he said the only part of that was left of the Mustang was like the pillars of it or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
Everything
the rest
else
of it
was modified?
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you
Tube
would have
chassis.
to, bro.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah,
Independent
dude.
suspension and
To
shit.
be,
It
dude,
had fucking wheel, like the wheel guards were like fucking 2 foot wide. Like
oh the
Angle kit.
yeah,
well the fucking you're talking about the
Fender
flares.
flares?
yeah, the flares on it
Yeah, dude.
were like fucking a foot
it
and a
had
half
that wide body.
Yeah.
dude. That fucking
That car is sexy.
And the 2 turbos set out top the fucking
Oh,
engine
yeah,
bay.
man. That
he
shit's
actually
sick.
changed the
Fucking
scenery on that car a
sick
few
as
times.
Fuck, dude.
the livery.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Well, it's always looked fucking good,
Yeah.
bro. I think.
I liked it when he had the black with like the silver and the white wheels.
Yeah. Well, he did the like the unicorn truck.
Yeah, I
too.
know that one.
Dude, the
That
truck is
motherfucker-
my favorite.
That
I don't know
thing's
why,
fucking
but it is.
sick, bro. But I don't know. It's just crazy because like I remember being a fucking like
Yee, whippersnapper.
15, bro. Like being 15, 14, 15, watching like the first Gymkhana. And you know what's crazy? What actually put me on to the Gymkhana videos was
That truck. So sick.
Rob's
I love
Fantasy
that truck.
Factory
Yeah.
because
Rob Deerdeck.
yeah, Rob's Fantasy Factory. Because on one of the episodes of Rob's Fantasy Factory, he was talking about how Ken Block asked him, because you know Rob does like he's
Yeah.
like
He's big with DC.
yeah
too.
he's big with DC shoes. So he was like, Ken Block wants me to be in his next Gymkhana video, and it was when Ken Block was driving the Fiesta, and Rob Deerdeck had a little go kart with like, you know how they put those like shells over top of go karts that look like cars, but
Yeah,
they're fucking. He had a little go kart, like a little shifter cart with a fucking shell over it that looked exactly like the Fiesta, and that was what put me on to the first Gymkhana video I ever saw. After that, after I saw that episode, I went and Googled it, and
Went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
it came up on YouTube, and I think that was when I saw like Gymkhana 3 or whatever, and that's where he's in like, I think it's in England or something, and he's going around that track, and it's got the real steep embankment.
With the Fiesta.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like at one point he's riding on rims.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
very end, he's got no back. It's all rim, and
Yeah.
he's just letting it eat.
Yeah, because he like smokes the tires all the way off, dude.
Hell, he did a moving constant drift around some dude on a Segway.
Oh yeah,
Dude's just on the Segway going down the track. He just comes in, hits it, and just keeps following him.
yeah, bro. That shit's so sick,
You're a fucking driver.
No, he can drive.
bro.
Yeah, there's no doubt in that.
Like moving donuts around the guy on the Segway, that's nothing, bro. When you see
Oh,
him
yeah.
like
Yeah.
come, like he's doing like 80, bro. Locks all four tires up and like slides through a fucking gap that's like perfectly the size of the car, bro. Shit like that.
That's insane.
That's a fucking driver, bro.
Yeah.
Or he'll fucking come up, lock it up, barely twist the car, and come up, around, and go back that way.
Oh yeah, shit like that. That's sick.
It's smooth,
Just
it's
fucking
elegant.
makes your dick hard.
Low key.
I like
Yes.
watching. I like watching the
Fucking
videos.
low key, bro.
and you can
High
see
key
Yeah,
makes
all
your
the-
dick hard, bro.
You
Like,
can see all the black marks from like I guess the previous trials of him running it,
Yeah.
and you're like, how long did it take him to get that?
Yeah, but
and then some
sometimes-
of it, it's like he
It's like
had to
fresh
get that
pavement.
first try because if he don't, he's
Yeah, because
No.
there's some of the scenes, dude will like, he'll drift around something, and it's like real close to the edge of like a pier, like the edge of a pier, and he drifts and he'll like hang one wheel off the side of the pier while he's like
And just
drifting.
ride it.
Yeah,
bro,
And
do
it's
y'all,
like,
do y'all ever go to like drift events and shit where they tag the walls?
I haven't been to a drift event in a while, but yeah,
Bro,
I've seen
I
it.
went to one a couple years ago. This was probably it was right when I first moved in here. They was just doing like figure eights and shit, and like people were like, it was amateurs, obviously. It
Yeah.
wasn't nothing like that, but like they would like purposefully like get as close to the wall as possible. I guess like you score more
Yeah.
points that way.
yeah,
And like, dude, some of these guys, like, you could tell they didn't know what the fuck they were doing and tagged the fucking wall, like fucking
bro.
tagged. it.
So,
Like,
Going
my-
from like this,
like, you're talking
to
like-
smack the wall.
yeah, like whole fender gets ripped off type shit. Like,
yep.
So
Fuck
up here at the figure eight, my boss used to let us do the school bus races.
Mm-hmm.
He had me driving the school bus.
Very bad idea.
Dude, I've never. So, at the first race,
Six
the
beers
owner
deep.
actually told, like, the owner of the establishment told my boss, he was like, bring him back to drive. And so, anyway, because the first one, I'd come around the corner and, like, I'd never let off the gas in this bus.
You ever seen?
it's like fucking
I'd
wreck
come
fest.
around the corner, dude.
Yeah,
I'd
You don't
get
use the brake.
Hold
I'd
up.
get the bus on like the two wheels, and then it'd come down and just smoke the tires on this bus all the way around the corner. Yeah, and then never thought I could slide a school bus.
I was
but
about to
that
say, have
happened.
you ever seen a full-size school bus hit a corner and 3 tires just come up. The one back will just kind of hop a little bit, set back down, hit the next corner.
Yeah,
Keep going.
The last race I was in, I had a couple drivers at work, and they were like, "Hey, they're like, if you flip somebody in this race, like flip them over on their side, we'll give you $20." I never got my $20,
But he earned his $20.
Yeah, so
You fucking flip somebody
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
Whole ass
bus,
like
bro?
full size pink bus, dude.
yeah, he was not happy.
The fucked up
You
thing
threw
is,
him
I
all
was
the way to
winning the
fucking
race.
door.
I was winning the race, which I think my owner of my boss was a little upset about it because he was like, "You could have won," but I didn't because I come around the 8 and there was 2 buses coming across. I said, "I ain't letting out of it. I'm smoking both of them," and I hit them both right in the middle. Yeah,
It's
my
dead
bus
ass
was
he
drunk
could have
fest,
still
bro.
won, but they stopped the race because the pink bus was still flipped over, and they had to get him out of the way. While they're sitting, he blew a transmission line.
I shoved because my truck didn't, or the bus didn't even have a hood on it. So
Yeah.
it was the white one with the Chuck Norris on top. But I was
And he was trying to
came-
make him proud.
yeah, I came through that thing and smoked them, and it like shoved the radiator through the fucking fan, broke all the training lines. I'm sitting there like reaming the piss out of this bus, trying to get it to move, and yeah,
Finally got it to go in reverse.
And for the last 3 laps of that, I blew a steer tire. I was running on one steer tire, just fucking whipping the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
but the messed up thing is after you flipped the pink bus, he walked over to where like our area was,
Yeah.
and he was like, "This is the 6th time this bus is flipped," and it's like, get a new one.
Dude, he came walking past me, and I was like still reaming the piss out of his bus, and he's like pissed off, done threw his helmet and everything, and he's like, "You're not going anywhere," and I was like, "Why is this guy so mad?" And then like I get out and realized I flipped his bus over.
Rubbin's racing, bitch.
Oh no, it wasn't Rubbins. He like
Dude,
hit
it was full
maneuvered this
contact.
dude.
The bad thing, so when on that race, you're not allowed to drink, but I'd already had a few drinks.
He had some courage.
But when I get in there, I went to put the harness on the bus, or like my harness on, and I came through there, and as soon as they like let the buses go, and I laid into it, I come around that first corner, my whole harness came off. So like when I'm coming around the corners and everything, I'm like holding on through this window, just ripping this bus around.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, it was So you had me and his dad standing here at the fence, getting drunk as shit, watching this, and it was never a dull moment.
Yeah, I had fun.
Dude, I mean, it sounds like fun.
Because
It does,
he
bro.
went to stop when he blew the steer tire, and he was coming back towards us through the figure 8, and the boss walks up and told him, he was just like, keep going, fuck it up.
I didn't know I blew it for the first lap though. I mean, I knew I was right beside somebody pushing them out of my way and heard a pop, but I didn't know the tire actually blew off.
That was Pinky.
Damn, dude.
That was Pinky.
Damn,
Yeah, that
bro.
might have been it. Yeah, because we come around the corners, and I was like, one way to get in front of them, spin them out. So I just smacked their ass in. If they
maneuver
were in
with a
front of me,
fucking
and
bus.
send them sideways.
What the fuck, bro?
I think your dad has videos of it.
I feel
Oh, yeah.
like
Because I
that-
thought I did, but I know he does.
I feel like that would be so fucking terrifying to be driving a bus. Like, how fast are you going in these buses?
Oh, at
Like
least
50,
every bit of like 30 mile an
You
hour
can get
plus.
30, 40.
40?
My bus was getting it.
Bro, I feel like it'd be kind of
My
sketchy.
bus was getting it.
Bro, imagine you're doing 40 miles an hour, you're taking a turn, and then you're just like
And
sideways.
some dickhead comes and just smacks you.
I'm flying through
Oh, and
the
that's
air.
exactly
This is
how it
not
was.
good.
Yeah, this
He
is
came
not-
around the corner. Joseph just barely caught like the back passenger corner of this bus and just kind of like picked it up, shoved it over, and he just kind of laid over and slid.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's what I did, I remember now. So I didn't flip him when I hit the 2 buses in the middle, I flipped him on that corner and then came around
And then hit
came
2
through
buses.
the intersection and then smoked both buses.
Caught both of their ass ends. Like they were neck and neck. And he clipped this one.
And all you had
shoved
to
it
do
out
was
of the
let
way,
off, you could've
and
won
just
the race.
Caught this one and shoved
Yeah.
him sideways.
Damn, bro.
Okay, but
He had some
and so-
aggression.
Yeah, Matt was like, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "To be honest, I'm always working on shit." I was like, "It feels good to tear it up once in a while."
I feel that. I feel that, bro.
Oh man.
Dude, when that heat went out in that Dodge today when I was texting.
I just wanted to start beating the fuck out of it.
Dude,
Smack
like-
a pole with it.
Like Loki, I was like, bro,
Come on, Pookie, let's burn this motherfucker
I'm
to
about
the
to,
ground.
I'm about to just fucking. There's a telephone pole right there.
Just throw it in neutral
Richard,
and open
the
the
fucking
door.
steering locked up, bro. I don't
Bro,
know what happened.
No, you say that, but that fucking truck, bro, dog shit steering. Absolute dog shit, bro. Like, there's
Bro,
probably
it's on
like,
those shitty ass rims anyways.
yeah,
Like,
bro. You can move the steering wheel like this.
It
fucking
just
far.
swims.
No, it just keeps going straight. It's
Yeah.
not moving the front wheels at all.
Yeah.
Like this much. So like the whole time I'm trying to keep it straight, I have to keep turning it back and forth because the wheels
Welcome
are
to
just like,
Shitbox 101.
what the
Oh,
fuck,
for
bro?
sure.
Dude,
Steering boxes.
Dude, I've driven
Non-existent.
some piece of shit cars, and I always make sure that the steering at least is good,
Now,
bro.
I've had some piece of shit cars, and I don't fix shit on them.
Yeah, I know.
I ream the absolute piss out of them until
I drove
I
my
get it.
little blue S10 around
Dude.
Walmart parking lot with vice grips. Remove the steering wheel to realign it.
Hey, do you ever pop when you're going down the road because you got that lock-on steering wheel? Do you ever just pop it off and just on the interstate?
No,
I used to do
No.
that in my blue CRX all the
I'm
time.
not doing that.
No.
Try it with vice
no,
grips.
What the fuck?
I've done it at like low.
What if you
speeds.
can't get it to pop back on?
Oh, fucking
Well,
well.
you better fucking hope.
I was
Dude, you gotta fucking turn the fucking wheel, dude. Like,
What was that? You're like making dog
you got
noise,
double
you're
fisted
barking
fucking
and
just,
fucking like
you,
fucking
you
double
getting it with the
roasting over here.
twisty, bro.
Speaking of like quick release steerings popping off, I was watching a video on TikTok, and it was this dude drifting a track. And he came through the corner, downshifted, and cut his wheel so he could slide and hit the next one. And he was halfway, and he literally went to cut the wheel to readjust.
And it slid
as
off.
he spun, it literally just said, and popped right
Oh,
off.
fuck, dude.
dude.
You're done.
See, that's why you gotta get like
A good one.
good quality.
Yeah,
like,
no, my shit
Yeah, don't
was eBay.
skimp on that shit.
No, dude, you see videos of people fucking who bought like steering wheels off Amazon or off eBay and shit, and it's like they're like cheap ass fucking steering
38
wheels.
bucks.
Less than that, bro. Like $20, bro. And like literally the steering wheel, it's got like the hub that mounts to everything, and it's got the spokes,
Mm-hmm.
and the spokes just break off of the hub,
Yeah, they'll
and
snap.
and they're just like holding
Holding
the
it.
steering wheel, going down the road, and they're like, oh fuck, then they wreck every time. Every time you see one of those videos, they wreck into
Oh
somebody.
my god.
But it's like,
I would really hate to be like cramming gears and just getting it, be doing $120 and just my steering wheel pop off because you
This
have
is not good.
split second.
oh yeah, bro. Well, I saw that one video. That guy like wrecked his car. He's like flying, bro. You're like, he's got a GoPro mounted in his car, and it's like mounted behind him and to the right, so it's like looking down at him. And out the driver's window, you just see fucking flashes of cars that he's passing, and like he like fucking gets sideways or something, like going down the road. He's like spinning or something. I don't fucking know, but he's sliding, and he like turns the wheel this way and then turns the wheel this way, and then you can hear the fucking tires squealing the whole time. He's like, "Arr!" And he's like fucking, and then runs into somebody, and the whole steering wheel, he's holding on to it. It fucking pushes all the way up to the dash. It like folds around the steering column.
Yeah.
See, I'm not gonna say I'm a professional driver by no means, but there is that one point where you gotta have some common sense not to fucking put everybody else in danger.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
I've done
Dude,
some
was
stupid
was
shit.
that like the video? It was like an African dude, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was in America.
No, it was like an African dude. I know the video you're talking about. And like at the end of the video, like the airbags and shit deploy and the steering wheel breaks and he's just like sitting there like stunned, like, how'd that just happen? Like, bro, you fucked around and found out.
Yeah,
I
Like,
feel like he was
this
less
little fucking
stunned.
Honda wasn't supposed to do
You
this.
just decided $180 was a good idea.
Dude, I feel like he was less stunned about the fact of like what the fuck just happened. He was more stunned like,
He's still
fact that he
alive.
how am I
still
still
breathing.
alive? Because like dude was
Because
like,
he slid for a good, like, 10 seconds in the video. Like, it's like,
I'd
Yeah.
say with as fast as he was probably going, especially if cars were passing by him like that, he slid every bit of like 0.2 of a mile
yeah.
I'm gonna say if he was already sliding, it's a wonder it didn't catch traction just
and just
slipping.
roll.
well, you gotta think, people will be like doing swaps in these old piece of shit Civics. Like they'll take like the shittiest Civic they can find, put like a VTEC B swap in it, and fucking slap together a turbo like setup and fucking manage to get 500 horsepower. Didn't upgrade any suspension.
Yep.
Didn't upgrade any brakes. They're on fucking like
Steely boys.
shitty fucking like Steelies, like factory Steelies with all season tires,
Looking
and,
like homemade
bro,
slicks.
the factory Steelies on these cars are all of like 5 inches wide, bro.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna get traction on those.
No.
Once you start sliding, bro, you're sliding
done.
until you hit a ditch and then it like digs in or something.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be lucky if the tires don't just DB'd as soon as you start sliding that hard.
Bro, I remember I've only ever gone autocrossing one time in my CRX. It was in my blue and white one, and it was when I did the Type R swap to it, but it had that like blown suspension. It was just
Yeah.
like. It was a real shisty setup, if I'm being honest with you. Like, it had, like, good suspension components as far as, like, I put, like, high dollar inner and outer tie rods on it, high dollar, like, toe kits and camber kits and everything to make sure that all that shit was stiff. But it had, like, worn out trailing arm bushings and, like, blown fucking coils, like, blown coilovers and shit. And just, it was in rough shape, but it was on 14-inch wheels with all-season tires, and I went and autocrossed this thing, and honestly, it did decent for like how it was set up, like no suspension work, fucking street tires, like
Like it wasn't set up for it at all. so-
yeah. So Scott was there, and he was
still
like, he
impressive.
told me, he was like, honestly, I'm surprised at how well you did, given like how your car is set up right now. He was like, you actually did pretty fucking good. He's like, I bet if you had some like good tires, like some 250 treadwear rated tires, you probably could have like been top of your class on that.
Yeah.
And fucking, but like, there was this one turn that was like, it was a real long turn, but it was like, it wasn't super sharp, but it was like, you went into it at speed, and like, it was like I was drifting this CRX because the ass end started sliding. Because I just whipped it, and I was just like, oh, fuck. And I, like, turned the wheel to, like, compensate a little bit, and I just rode it out, bro. And I just kept in... Because you've got a lot of time between your runs.
Yeah.
And while I was waiting for my next run, I went and rode with a guy in Civic Type R. And he was full send. Granted, he was on fucking, like, track tires.
He was on the right setup.
Yeah, but, like... He was full send, and so for my final run, I was like, "That's how I'm gonna do it," and I just fucking sent it, bro. And it was like, it was sketchy as fuck, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, "I'm doing it."
5th gear on the floor, let her eat.
Fucking, yeah, that shit was wild, but it was a good time.
I think one of the scariest moments I've had in a car is when we're coming down your road or whatever, and I was in that, remember that E36 I had, that red one, back in high school?
Yep.
I was going to school one day, and I shouldn't be talking like this, but I was. So, but
Are you talking when you hopped the hill?
Okay, yeah. So I was doing like 90 down this back road, and you know where his house is, right? But
No.
right behind the school. Okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
anyways, I'm coming through there, and there's like completely flat where I'm doing like 90, and then there's a dip in like the hill, and then another one, right? I completely cleared one of those hills. like I ramped off this one, cleared this hill, and hit the next one.
You're talking about. I know the road you're talking about.
Yeah.
So is it the hill that's like it's one hill and then it comes down a little bit and then it like flattens out and then goes down again?
Yeah.
Yes. Right there by the clearing.
Bro, you hit a fucking double in a BMW, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking-
At 90 mile an hour on my way to school. I hit the fucking ground so hard. That car was like, it yanked it. Like, it yanked it
What
over.
the fuck?
Like,
I can
I'm
imagine.
surprised I didn't just smoke the fucking, that wood line right there on the left. But,
Fucking
hey, I
A.
made it, so fuck it.
Dude, yeah, that's
It
ignorant.
did scare the shit
That's
out of me, though.
ignorant as fuck. But
Well, you should have seen him in that BMW he was talking about earlier with the title issues. He came from the school parking lot and just straight to the house during all the snow and shit.
bro,
Have you ever jumped that, like the edge of my yard?
Not unless I was on your four-wheeler.
I did it in the Ranger. Do you remember when the Ranger sat out there in the snow? Yeah. I got it out of the driveway, got it into the school parking lot, drifted it around the school parking lot, decided it'd be a good idea to full send it from the school parking lot across their ditch, across the road, and across the ditch by my yard into the field.
What the fuck?
And it sat out there for like a week till a buddy of mine that had
hooligans.
a bigger four-wheel drive came over and actually helped me drag it out. But while it's in the midst of dragging it out of the field, we got his truck stuck in the the waterway or ravine or whatever
What
by
the
my
fuck?
pond, and it was literally like on the passenger door.
Yeah, we done some stupid shit.
Bro, do you remember that one year? It was like straight up a blizzard, bro.
And we're, the Jeep.
Yeah, we were out in the Jeep, bro, just doing dumb shit, bro. We went up to the high school. We were fucking drifting all around the fucking parking lot in this
Yeah.
Jeep, bro.
But then where the elementary was, it was like a perfect circle.
Yeah.
And dude, because I used to have videos of it, but Isaiah's doing like this perfect drift around this thing, like all night. It
In
was
a
so
fucking
fun.
Jeep,
Yeah,
bro.
we were just sitting at the house like hanging out, and Isaiah was just like,
You want to go do something
"It's snowing.
stupid?
You want to
Bro,
go
this,
drift?"
this past snow, bro, my CRV was getting it in the fucking back parking lot.
Bro, this past snow, I couldn't look at the throttle without my Mustang getting sideways, bro. Like, that shit was stupid.
You know what's bad? Okay, so after that, you know about Aislinn, her boyfriend getting in a car wreck, drunk or whatever.
No.
Okay, well, Aislinn's boyfriend died in a car wreck. Yeah, I know. So, anyways, I took her to I met her at the funeral home. I told her I'd come there to support her or whatever. Anyway, she had me drive her to the burial service. Well, in the burial service, the ice wasn't cleared off in like one spot, and then like this Jeep got stuck. And I looked at Aislinn and I was like, you know I'm going to have to get on the Mustang to get up this hill, right? And she's like, yeah, I know. So I turned the traction control on. I let the people go in front of me, and they got past the ice. And I was like, all right, here we go. I'm buried 4 fucking gears coming through this. Everybody's staring at me. And I was like, I feel like a dickhead right now. But
What the fuck? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, but...
And the bad thing is he doesn't have a stock exhaust, like, at all. So it's a little extra loud, and I know where he's talking
Isaiah's a
about,
little
and
bit
it, like,
louder.
echoes
Yeah,
really
mine's
well
a little
there.
more
So,
crackly.
like,
yeah, but everybody, like I came in there, and everybody's just like, and I'm like,
Dude.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just trying to get
look,
up
I'm
the
just
hill.
saying, I knew Homie wouldn't have gave a fuck. Homie would have encouraged you to, like,
I
wipe
only
the
met
ass
him a
end
couple
out.
times. I mainly met him when I was super sick.
No, I went to school with him. I knew him real well. So, like, Homie would have been, like, completely, absolutely all right if you'd have just smoked it off.
Fucking...
Tires aren't cheap.
Yeah, right.
And yet you smoke them off, like, once a week anyways.
But, yeah.
Every other time we leave the bar.
Keeps the depression down.
Well, okay, so
Yeah,
we went
bro.
to
Yeah,
Burnouts?
Tilly's.
Yeah, we went to
Bro.
leave the bar the other night, and this fucking orange Charger gets out there. It was probably like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe a
Like
month
2
ago.
weeks.
But this like orange Charger gets out there, and he's just like fucking ripping it and like tears this road up. And then one of my buddies, because I'm sitting there talking to Troy, I got my car running. One of my buddies come running across the fucking road, and he's like, "Are you gonna let him show you up like that?" And I was like, "Well, not anymore." So then I get out there and smoke the fucking road. I'm glad we didn't get pulled
Solid,
over.
like, 3 or 4 minutes just sitting in the same spot, letting it eat.
Yeah.
Like, a week or two ago, I was having a rough day, you know? And I
Yeah.
pulled up somewhere, and one of my buddies was outside, and he was like, heard you wouldn't fucking smoke the tires off. And I was like, I didn't even say anything,
Just
bro.
enough aggression.
I just put it in first and fucking dumped the clutch and just did a brake stand burnout right there and fucking let out of it and went and parked my car and fucking... When I got out of my car, I was like, thanks, man.
I
was
needed
like,
that.
I needed that.
I straight up, I was like, I needed that. Like, I was kind of having a shit day. Like,
That made it so much better.
immediately.
If I still have the video, that white Mustang I had that was like all different colors on the front of it that I like tore up your driveway with, trying to blow the tires on it, doing burnouts. But my buddy was coming to buy a go-kart from another buddy's house, and he was like, I don't have any way to hold it.
I got the one from us in the school.
Yeah, and I was like, all right. I was like, we'll ratchet strap it to the roof of this Mustang. And we did. That's exactly what we did. And we like pulled up to his house, the go-kart's ratchet stripped to the roof. He jumps on top of the go-kart, and I'm just sitting there fucking smoking the tires, like 200 feet of fucking posies with him on the fucking go-kart.
Hey, you gotta love it, though.
It was fun.
Dude, you can't tell me, Who the fuck is out here doing break staying burnouts, just smoky fuckers, and not having a fucking smile
Not
on
having
their
the
face?
Yeah, I know.
best of times,
Dude.
bro.
Until you
when
see
they
the
do it
check
and
engine lights
they-
start flashing.
Nah, my
afterwards.
shit doesn't do that.
Yeah, when they
That's
do
a-
like his did after the burnout after the Challenger, I saw him the next day. He was like, "Bro, my dash lit up like a Christmas tree."
That might have something to do with why you're running out of coolant, bro. Fucking- but nah, dude, just doing a nice smoky burn. Except after the fact, when I'm like, damn, that I just burned up like,
$200 worth
Yeah.
of tires.
yeah, bro, what fucking that'll bum you out a little
Took
bit. but-
28% of life off those.
And then everybody's always like, dude, burnout. I'm like, you got tire money?
Yeah, right. But I don't know.
I'm gonna start asking and just start handing you 20.
This is fucking. This has been intrusive thoughts.
Hell yeah.